What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Debunked. I'm Debunkedness, and this is episode number 4 of our Let's Play series. Today, what I want to do is I want to finish talking a little bit about food and animals. Now, we're not going to get too deep into it, but I want to give you guys a good overview. And before we do that, I'm going to go over here and take care of this spider. Come here. Hey. Got him. All right. No more spiders. So where was I? We want to pick up and we want to talk about animals and we want to talk about food. So I did a little bit of stuff off camera. I'm sorry, but kind of not sorry. So what I did was I had to go search far and wide, and I mean far and wide, just so I could get these little plants right here, these carrots and these potatoes. Like, we're talking like 3,000 plus blocks in a general, I think, that way direction. So I did that. And then I also went over here, and if you remember last episode, we had one cow that we bred up. Well, now we have 4 cows. That's twice as many as we used to have. That's mathification. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do just a little bit here with both of these. And the goals today are, I want to tell you guys just a little bit about some crop stuff and some of the things that we have available to us that we can grow. Then I also want to see about getting some more animals over here. If you look off in the distance, you can see there's some more cows. Not necessarily worried about them, but I think there's some chickens running around over there. I think we've got some sheep running around over there. I know we've got some pigs back there. And if we can get pigs and sheep and chickens over here, that's going to give us a really, really good start. So we want to see if we can get that done today. And I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about these crops over here. So as I said, I went searching far and wide for carrots and for potatoes. Now, why would I want those? Well, we're going to talk more about this later, but carrots and potatoes are going to serve some purposes other than just feeding us. Truth is, if we've got the animals, we're not going to really need many of these crops, not for feeding ourselves anyway. But there are some things you can do. They are a pretty good food source. I'll just give you a little bit of a spoiler alert here. There's some things you can do with carrots. You can make golden carrots when you start getting into all that awesome gold and you're rolling in it. You can make golden carrots, and they're a fairly decent food source. Not too bad. You can cook your potatoes and you can make some good stuff. But more to the point, what you can do is we're going to get in here in an episode or two, we're going to get into doing some villager trading. And a lot of times wheat or bread or paper, which we'll get into in just a moment, or potatoes and stuff like that, those are good for trading. So kind of keep that in mind as you go along. Beetroot also is one of those. We kind of talked about it just a little bit. So actually, while we're sitting here talking, let me just bring these up here and we'll go ahead and replant. Now, you notice when I brought those up, I got a lot of beetroot seeds. So I'm going to keep the beetroot that I've got, and we're going to learn how to Minecraft right. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to replant these right here. And bam, we've got a full row and I've got some extra beetroot seeds. So let's do the same thing with these carrots. And you notice I got carrots. Now, carrots don't give you seeds. You just replant these carrots. So we've actually got a few extra carrots. Now, let me see about potatoes. Okay, we got a couple extra there, some extra there. Now, these might not have all been completely full grown. I could have used my F3 menu to make sure they were all grown up, but I didn't. So we're going to have enough here that we can get these full. And these guys right here are Minecraft wheat. You can see that over in the right hand side of my F3 menu. We'll call it the 4th set of information down where it says targeted block. and then it says where I'm targeting, and then it says Minecraft wheat, and then age 3. So that's what's going on there. And over here we've got age 6. I believe full grown is age 7. Yes, that's a full grown one right there. So good to keep in mind. So more importantly, what else can we do with these crops? Well, let me show you what we can do with these crops. So one of the other things that we can do with these crops is we can lead animals around, and that's going to come in handy. So let's go over here, and we were talking about getting some pigs. Let's see if we can't get some of these pigs to come over here and live with us. Mr. Pig guy, can I come talk to you? Oh, hi, you like my potato. Okay. So do you have any friends? Hi, pig friends. Do we have pig friends? Pig friends. Aha, pig friends. Come hither, pig friends. I have things for you. Okay, we got 3 pigs here. That's pretty good. So as we're leading these guys back, we just need to make sure that we don't... Oh, we got another guy down there. Hey, does he want to come? Hey, Mr. Guy, would you like to come say hi with us? Thank you. Bacon. All the bacon. Uh-oh. Gotta make sure I'm paying attention. That's what I was kind of wanting to get at here. Don't just go running amok and wind up taking your pigs right off of a cliff and losing them, because that would be sad. There are people without pigs and without bacon in this world, and that would be sad. Okay, so we're gonna lead these guys back over here. I'm not gonna make you guys watch this whole thing on camera. Okay, guys, we are back, and we're just getting these pigs let in here. I've got one guy that wants to go run off over here on his own. We're gonna see if we can get these guys to follow us in here, and they all want to go through the gate at the same time. That's funny. All right, got one guy. Can we get the other ones? Can we? No? Come on, one at a time. One at a time. Come on, Mr. Piggy. Seriously, dude. Okay, we are back, and now I want to show you. I accidentally hit one of these pigs with a potato, and I don't remember which one, but you can use these potatoes to breed your pigs, not too dissimilar to what we did over here with the wheat with the cows. So I am going to click on another guy, and I think, yes, cool, I picked the right one. So we were able to breed those pigs up, and we've got another little piggy that's going to grow up here soon. So I don't have enough potatoes to get the rest of them going. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to eat an apple here. And then I am going to go searching for some of the other things that we are wanting. And I think I'm going to start right over there and see if I can get some chickens. I think I saw some over there. But to do that, I am going to need wheat seeds. Now, I don't have a lot of those on me right now, and I only need 1. So let's just see if we can make this one work for us. And we really just need to get 2 chickens. Okay, I see 1 right here. And okay, he's already falling. Let's go ahead and pick up this egg, and let's look for 1 more. Do we have another chicken over here? I hear... Do I not hear another one? May not. We may just have the 1. Nope. That's the same one, isn't it? Nope, there we go. There's another guy up there. Okay, cool. So we've got this one interested. We got this one. Oh, I see another one over there now. Oh, well, we only need 2. So let's go ahead and lead these chickens over to our fenced-in area. And then I'll probably pick back up with you once I get them in there, and then I go get some more wheat seeds. Okay, we've got those chickens in there over on the last one. You can kind of barely see them over there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get some of this wheat. Let me just get a couple 3 pieces. And we might as well go ahead and get enough here. Just get this cleaned up, and we'll replant. And then we're going to take these seeds over here, and on the way, let's go ahead and take our wheat, and let's just breed up these cows while we're at it. Might as well. So let's just go ahead and get all the cows. So now we will get all these cows bred up, which is awesome. And we're going to come over here and we're going to breed up these two chickens. So chickens can give you a lot of, why can I not click you? I think it's because I'm hitting that. There we go. Yep. Grass was in the way. Okay, so now we're going to make a baby chicken. So chickens, I may have said it in another episode, but if I haven't, chickens are going to be a great source of eggs, which you can use to make more chickens. And I have 3 right here, and I can show you what happens when we do that. So let's just start with that. So eggs is one thing. If I throw an egg, they can be used as projectiles, but you have a chance for them to spawn another baby chicken. The other thing that chickens are good for is obviously getting chicken, which is a pretty good food source. But when you kill chickens, you get feathers, and feathers are going to be very important to us when we start making arrows. There's another way to get arrows, and that involves farming skeletons, but we'll talk more about that later. So pigs are good for pork chops, and cows are good for leather and for steak, which steak is one of the best foods in the game. So as you breed up your animals, keep in mind that you can get experience. And you notice I have the little bar down here at the bottom that has my experience level. And for right now, we'll just let you know that this is the level that you have, and there is diminishing returns, meaning that for every level that you go up, it costs more XP points in order to get to the next level. So 10 costs a little bit less than 11, 11 a little less than 12, and so on and so forth. So those are going to be handy for when we talk about enchanting later. So keep that in mind. And also, if you die, you lose all your levels. So don't die. Don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. Okay. So the last thing that we need to do is we need to go find some sheep. And I've seen some roaming around here. I just don't know where they're at. So let me go find some sheep, and I'm going to use wheat just like I did with cows to lure them over here. And when I find those and I get them back over here, I will see you guys then. Okay, I wanted to take a quick little break here. I haven't found my sheep yet, but I want to talk to you about hunger and your hunger bar. So if you look down here, you notice we have our hearts and we have these hunger haunches here, look like chicken legs. So what these represent here is these are how hungry you are. And you see that I have 3 of these that are blank. That means that I am hungry. What you don't see is behind the scenes, there is not only hunger, but there's also a saturation level. And you can think of hunger as just that. It's how hungry you are. And your saturation level is how long before you get hungry again. So not hungry would mean this is completely full, and I can eat stuff to fill this up. Different foods are going to fill this up in different ways. Just like that, different foods also have different saturation levels. So if I was to eat just say a cookie is not going to do very much for me. It may fill me up by 1 haunch or 2, I forget which one, but it's also not going to last very long. So I could eat 2 or 3 cookies to fill my health up, but as soon as I start running around, I'm going to lose those again. I'm going to get hungry really fast. But if I eat a steak would heal this all the way up, and that would last a little bit longer. So we're going to talk more about food as we go along here. But for right now, just keep in mind that not all food in Minecraft is the same. And we're getting ready to come up on night here, guys. So I'm going to go to sleep and see if I can't find these sheep. And if I find anything interesting along the way, I will get back with you. But otherwise, I'll see you when we find some sheep. Okay, we are back and we've got our sheep here finally. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these 4 guys. We're going to breed them. Now you've noticed that we got 2 white, we got a brown, and we've got a black sheep or a gray sheep. Now we can dye all of these sheep different colors if we want to. For right now though, we're just going to focus on getting them bred up and then we will worry about colors later. We're also going to notice that when the new sheep come in, you've got a dark gray and a white that bred, and you got a light gray, and then you had a brown and a white, and you got another white. So you can actually mix and match your sheep to get different colors. So something to keep in mind. Okay, we've kind of got some animals started here, and all of these animals, as you breed them, they all have a cooldown time. So even though this little guy has not grown up yet, we can probably go ahead and breed up these chickens again to get another baby going. So that timer resets every once in a while. So I want to go ahead and do that. I'm short on wheat for right now, so I'm going to hold off before we do that. I want to take a break from this. I want to go back over here and I want to talk about two other crops that we have here. One of them are these melons that we're growing. I went ahead and I found these, and these melons, they are over here in a little bit different shape on the farm than what we had maybe last time. So the reason is melons, when you plant them, they have a chance to grow on any block around them that's on the same level. So what we've done is we've planted these here and put blocks on the sides just to make sure they all grow in this nice line. So we could go through here and just make a nice line of melons, and we might do that for right now, but melons are pretty important because they can be used for potion stuff later, and they're not a bad source of food. They're okay. The good thing is when I break this, I get melon slices, and I get 3 melon slices from one item. So since I've got some hunger, let's go ahead and let's eat these. So they're only going to give me 1 hunger haunch back per. Not that good. Later on, when we get to the ability to make glistening melon, though, they're just a little bit better. So keep that in mind. The next thing I want to talk about is sugarcane. Now, sugarcane is going to be very important to us because we're going to be able to do a lot of things with sugarcane. Sugar itself is good for some crafting recipes, and it's really good for some potion making, but sugarcane a lot of times is used to make paper. So sugarcane has to be planted like this next to water. Doesn't have to be right on the edge of a body of water. We can go through and we can make a line of water anywhere we want to, and we can set sugarcane down right next to it. And it can be on dirt or it can be on sand. What it does is it grows up to 3 blocks tall, and we can set farms up later on that will automatically harvest this for us. And we'll probably do that in a few episodes. But for right now, it's going to be good old manual labor. So let me knock these down, even though it's not all fully grown, because that's going to give me a decent amount of sugarcane. And let's get this guy right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replant some of this. And you notice that it can't go on this block, but it can go over here. So not here, but it does go right there. Let me replant some of this because we need a lot of the sugarcane as we go along. Paper is going to be useful for things like making books, for making trades with villagers, for making rockets later on, and for making maps. And I'm sure there's more that I'm not thinking about. So I am going to need just 3 pieces of sugarcane to make paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and replant all but 3 of these, just so these all can grow up, and then when we come back to harvest, once they've all grown, we get that much more. So how do I make paper? Well, paper is what they call it has a shaped crafting recipe. So what shaped means is that you can't just put it in any way you want to. Okay, it has to be a cross in order to make it work. Now you could make it here, or you could make it on the bottom, but you can't do this or this or this or anything like that. It has to be in a line. Now you notice if I take this out, if I just put 1 in there, you get sugar. But we're interested in paper right now. So if you go in here and you do your sugarcane, you get 3 paper from 3 pieces. That's not too bad. So let's go ahead and let's take those 3 pieces. And you see I already had some in my inventory. I think I found some in one of the chests as I was going and looting the villages for our carrots and potatoes over there. So, okay, we've got our paper. Let me go over here and kind of clean up my inventory a little bit. And then we're going to move on to something a little bit different. Okay, I've got that there. You can see I've got quite a bit of sugar cane in here. I got lots and lots of seeds. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this wheat and we're going to go breed up some more cows. And we might go check on our... We might go over and check on our potatoes and see if we can get some more potatoes and we can get our pigs bred up a little bit here. So let me run over here and we ought to have, looks like we might, okay, I've got 6, 3, 6, so they're not quite there yet. Oh, there's a 7, we'll get that one. That gave us 5, so that's pretty good. 4, 5, and 7. Okay, there's one more. Now, when you bring up potatoes, when you dig them up, you have a chance sometimes to get a poisonous potato. We didn't get one this time, but you can use the poisonous potatoes for other things later on. We'll get into that sometime, but not today. So I am going to go over here and I'm going to breed up our pigs real quick. And then when I get done with that, I'm going to take a nap. And then I will see you when I get back. All right, we've had our nap. Let's go ahead and you can see our sheep have grown up. Let's go ahead and just breed up all of our sheep. And I think I got everybody. Nope, there we go. Pretty close. We might have one more in there that hasn't quite gotten the love stuff yet. Think we're good to go. Okay, we've got them going. So we've got our pigs, we've got our sheep. Let's go ahead and get our cows while we're at it too. So that way we can have some more cows going. By the way, if you didn't know, we've got these little cows here. If we want to make them grow up a little faster, we can hit them with wheat. And you see those green particles? We're just feeding and speeding up the process. Now, it does take quite a bit to get them to grow up, but that's something you can do if you've got a lot of extra wheat. And we've got a pretty good amount, so we don't mind wasting a little bit on that. So, okay, we've got our animals going. We've talked a little bit about crops, and we've talked a little bit about food. So I think that kind of wraps things up for this episode. Let me know down in the comments, what are some of your favorite foods that you like to start off with in Minecraft? What are some of your favorite crops? And what is the food source that you like to use in later stages of the game? Personally, I'm a pretty big fan of steak because, you know, who doesn't like steak? But let me know what your favorites are. Okay, guys, hopefully you've liked this episode. And if you have, if you've learned anything, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Lets me know what you guys like. And stay tuned for the next episode. I think in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of mining. We're going to go find some diamonds. And then we're going to work a little bit on, I think we're going to work on a mine shaft. And I think we're going to work maybe on the house next episode if we get a chance. And then after that, and then the episode following, we're probably going to go over and we're going to go talk about villagers and villages. So that's kind of the game plan right now, guys. But for right now, I will see you all in the next episode.